All right, forgive my voice. It's like midnight and I'm recording this, but I want to be able to get some more, put some more grades in tomorrow. So yeah, I'll have you guys watch this while I work. So anyway, I want you to see another kind of two-step equation. Okay, this is going to be two steps, but you're going to do something different. Do you see how this 6 is being multiplied by the c plus 4? Okay. Well, instead of doing the distributive property, you could actually just go ahead and divide it right now. You could actually just say the opposite of 6 times all of this would be 6 divided by all of this. So we're going to divide by 6 on this side and divide by 6 on that side. And so now these will cancel out because 6 divided by 6 is 1. So you end up with c plus 4 equals, what's that, 4? Yep. And then you'll subtract 4 from both sides. And you'll get c must be equal to 0. That's the only way that works, okay? And then you probably were tempted to do it the other way. If you saw 6 times c plus 4 equals 24, you're probably tempted to right away do your distributive property, right? And so you're like, well, this is 6c plus 24 equals 24, and then you subtract 24 from both sides. Then you get 6c equals 0, and so obviously c would equal 0 again, which is totally fine. My point is that there's another way, okay? And so remember this going forward, because you're probably going to see something like that again, okay? Let's see another problem. Okay, but back to the examples with the variable on both sides. Notice in this problem, you got a variable here and you got a variable here on both sides of the equation. Let's remember what our instructions were to simplify each side, right? Simplify each side. So I go here, 2 minus 2s can't be simplified anymore. And then 3/4 s plus 13. I can't simplify that anymore either. There's no like terms on each side to combine. So let's go with the next step. Next step is bring variables to one side using inverse operations. And those inverse operations need to be addition or subtraction, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, all right, well, to me it's easiest to just, I don't know, just add. So, no, you know what, but I'm going to make things slightly tricky for you. Let's subtract 3/4 s from both sides. So once we do it to this side, it's gone, all right? But now we actually have to do it over here too. Subtract 3/4 s. And so if you take negative 2s and subtract, if you were to take negative 2 and subtract 3/4 from it, you would think of that as negative 2 plus a negative 3/4. So that's really just going to be negative 2 and 3/4, right? And so we're just going to go ahead and write that like that. So now you're going to have 2 minus 2 and 3/4 s equals a positive 13. Okay? And then the rest is the basic stuff. See this positive 2 over here? I'm going to subtract 2. Okay? That's 2 minus 2 is 0, so I'll have to subtract 2 over here as well. So that's going to give me 11 on this side. And then working with mixed numbers is actually kind of hard. So we're going to go ahead and turn this into a improper fraction. So we'll multiply those and then add that to it. So 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. So we're going to have a negative 11 over 4s. Okay? And now we've done this before. Our job is to divide by negative 11 over 4 on both sides. But when you divide a fraction, it's the same as multiplying by the reciprocal, right? So we're actually going to multiply by a negative 4 over 11 on this side, okay? And as you can tell, it looks like we're about done, because if I think about this as a fraction, I can simplify those down to 1. So s is actually going to equal simply a negative 4. And that's what we'll put in here, negative 4. Okay? Remember, if you're getting lost on the multiplying fractions part, either use a calculator, or if you're not allowed to use a calculator, make sure you remember how to do that. Okay, let's do one more. Actually, we'll stop this video here and we'll start a new one.